This is Mr. Cage, Life Transformation Coach. The question of the day is, are relationships ego-driven? I want you to watch this short clip of the Angie Martinez show, posted July 22nd, 2022. Lauren London shares her perspective on relationships. Now, someone sent this to me and asked me for my viewpoint. I want you to watch the short clip, then I'll give a viewpoint after.
You don't want to answer this, or you don't like the question, we throw it away.
What?
But where are you with love?
Oh, this doesn't bother me because here's the thing. I have another perspective on relationships, and you don't want to have that conversation with me.
Okay.
I think a lot of them are ego-driven and they're not pure.
I believe that too.
So why would I take myself in this vulnerable state into my ego and I'm trying to get out of it? I'm in death of the ego space. Why do I need another? Why? Does that make my life complete? I'll never get married. Does that mean I'm not on purpose?
I need you to explain.
I'm going to get a lot of slack for this one because I have a whole thing about it.
No, I need to know.
Okay.
You watched the video, so this is my viewpoint on London's perspective. She shares that a lot of relationships are ego-driven. Keep in mind that we all, including her, we speak from our experience, viewpoint, perspective. Why would I go into a relationship that's ego-driven? In the purest form of a relationship, in a romantic sense, that relationships bring death to the ego because it's supposed to be sacrificial when it's in its purest, pristine form. However, if I'm not in a state of understanding as what she shared, because she shared, I'm in a state at the time that she shared, I'm in a state of death to ego. If we're not in that state and that process of death to ego, I would not recommend for us to go into a romantic relationship because the relationship in its purest sense will bring death to the ego. If I'm not ready to be sacrificial and if I'm not ready to die to self, I would not recommend for us to jump in that romantic relationship. If a lot of relationships that we are in are primarily driven by ego, I would not recommend for us to go into those relationships because if we do, as she stated in the other part of the video, which I'll elaborate on at a later date, it can be very territorial or possessive. And then when we possess something in our minds of someone, those insecurities come up and it will result in more emotional, mental, and social damage than it would do. And once again, this is Mr. Cage, Life Transformation Coach. Feel free, share your perspective, share your feedback, share your questions. You agree or disagree? Are a lot of relationships ego-driven?